The Kraken. So, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but the ocean really freaks me out. I wouldn't say I'm scared of it, but I definitely would be extremely cautious around it. Something about that big body of water that is really deep and has who knows what swimming around in it horrifies me, but maybe it's not as bad as I think. This brings me into the cryptid we are going to talk about today. The Kraken. The Kraken is a mythological sea creature that sailors, pirates, and the like often tell stories about. What makes the Kraken so scary is the size of this thing. Although sizes of the Kraken differ depending on the story and the storyteller, it's supposed to be bigger or as big as a ship. Different accounts of the Kraken claim it has multiple heads or several independent limbs that combine into one singular life form, or most commonly, a giant squid. Giant squid are said to be between 12 and 15 meters long, or about 40 to 50 feet. That's some big calamari. There are many different sizes for ships, but the carvel or carvel, used mostly in the 1400s, was about 65 feet in length, and the Dutch flute, developed in the 1700s, was about 80 feet long. Considering that the first stories of the Kraken appeared sometime around the mid-1700s, I think it's safe to say a 50-foot sea creature with multiple limbs and or multiple heads would be more than capable of sinking a Dutch flute. The Kraken appears in many movies, books, and folklore respectively. The Kraken is said to reside somewhere between Norway or Greenland and Iceland. There have been videos, real and or fabricated, of giant octopus-like creatures that wash up on shores around the globe. These creatures are often around 10 foot maximum, so that's a far deal smaller than a 50-foot Kraken, but it leaves room for your imagination to run wild with ideas and theories of ship-sized marine life with 8 limbs and menacing gazes. Another type of sea life that occasionally shocks people when it washes up on shore is a globster. A globster is a giant, hairy, smelly blob of flesh that randomly appears on beaches around the globe, such as places like Oregon and in the Philippines. A globster is supposedly a mass of whale flesh, but they are still very creepy to look at. There are videos of giant squids being captured on camera, but these creatures are around 12 feet in length, with the 50-foot Kraken-esque life form still eluding scientists to this day. What do you think? Is the Kraken a real creature and not just some made-up myth? If the Kraken is real, how long does it take for it to reach that size? Are there multiple Krakens that seldom reproduce? All I know is even the 10-foot giant squids are enough to make me never want to visit the ocean.